Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Well, I got something new, but it's been hanging around for a while. Hang on 1 minute. That is a marvelous, marvelous cup of coffee. This came from viewer Mark Williams. He sent a sampler of Black Rifle coffee to us. I've used a couple of them. This is another one that was in the sampler that I have yet to open. Open it this morning just for today's show. Here it is, Black Rifle Coffee Company. This is Beyond Black. This is a nice, basic cup of coffee. Really, really terrific. And check out that art. That's a soldier with night vision goggles. That's, how about that? Isn't that slick? That is really, really very, very slick. So yeah, Black Rifle Coffee, a really good basic cup of coffee. Really, really like it. Beyond Black came with the sampler. My thanks to Mark Williams for that. Really, really terrific, terrific coffee. Check them out. I'll have a link to them below where you can check out all the different coffees they have. But Mark Williams sent us along a really, really nice sampler. And this is a good one. This is another good one in that sampler. And the mug this morning is the Ohio coffee mug from viewer John Kaczynski. Thank you very, very much, John. I really do appreciate it. That's the state of Ohio and all 88 counties, along with the flag, the Buckeye State. Yeah, Ohio, my home state. Born and raised here. I love Ohio. I'm an Ohioan. I'm a Buckeye. What can I say? But this was a really, really thoughtful gift to the channel. My thanks to John Kaczynski for it. A really terrific Ohio mug. So I love all things Ohio. What can I tell you? I'm a Buckeye. Hey, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. As we like to say, good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. That's right. And if you're taking me on your morning commute, hey, thanks very much for the lift. I really, really do appreciate it. We have got a terrific, terrific show this morning. We got some new stuff in wet shaving gear. I am just really, really excited to show you this morning. Got some great comments in the refill. Got some great questions and comments. Just all in all, a really, really terrific show. So let's get things underway like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning shaving tip comes from viewer Leland Collins. And he writes, "Hello, Mark. Great show." Thanks very much, Leland. I appreciate that. Here's my tip. I have a William Marvey rubber shave mug and pressed my shave stick to the bottom. In searching for a lid for my mug to retain the scent, I found that my Parasso shaving soap in its bowl works just fine. Now, when I head off on vacation, I've got 2 soaps to choose from. Thanks, Leland Collins. Leland, that's a really great, ingenious tip. Kind of using what you have, repurposing some other things, and in the process, 2 shave soaps to take with you on vacation. Yeah, I'm sure that there are a lot of other viewers who have mugs out there that they're using for shaving mugs, where this will probably fit in there very, very nicely and act as a secondary lid of sorts. So that's a really, really great, great tip. Thanks very much for sharing with us. Really, really do appreciate it. And to say thanks, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Email that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the morning shaving tip segment, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So thanks very much for the tip, Leland. Really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have an extra shaving tip of sorts. It's kind of a follow-up to a shaving tip that we had last week. Viewer Chuck Price gave us a shaving tip where he was talking about repurposing and reusing some soap dispensers for travel purposes. And he wrote, "When my Cube 2.0 gets down to about a third left, I use a cheese grater and grate it into a bowl. Then I pack the soap into an empty travel shave soap dispenser." Well, you know what? I went ahead and placed an order with Phoenix Shaving. If you've seen some of my recent reviews, you can see that the cube I had was really getting very, very thin. So I decided to order a few new cubes. Here's one of them right here. It's the mentholated version. I got mentholated and non-mentholated. I do prefer the mentholated, but I'm going to try the non-mentholated as well. But anyhow, I like the Cube 2.0 as a pre-shave. And I took that little sliver of a cube, I used a cheese grater, and I repacked it into my Tube 2.0 dispenser. And you can kind of see how I got it. And I used it right before that. You can kind of see how it's kind of packed in there, and it's kind of some of the bigger chunks, how they're laying in there, but it works. It works really, really well. And what I did was I had a shave before cameras rolled, and I used this for my pre-shave, and it worked wonderfully, wonderfully well. And introducing that little bit of water to the top of the Tube 2.0, to the top of the cube product here that was packed in, really helped kind of smooth it out and kind of bind it together a little bit. And of course, it's binding together very well just by being in the tube dispenser. So if you have one of these dispensers, the Tube 2.0, you know what? Just hang on to it. And when you reorder your cubes, when they start getting a little small, use a cheese grater and pack them back in here. And, I think it's a great, great tip. And it worked for me. Or if you have another kind of dispenser and you want to use it for travel purposes and put in a cube product, that sort of thing, you can go ahead and use one of these. I just happen to have the 2.0 here, and there's probably some other soap dispensers or other dispensers of other kinds that you can put a different kind of cube product in there. If you don't want to take your entire cube, you could cut off a hunk and grate it and put it in there, that sort of thing. Or you could just cut off a hunk and put it in a little plastic bag and take it that way too. I mean, 6 to 1, half a dozen other, whatever works for you. I'm just pointing out that I did Chuck's shave tip. I actually did it, and it worked very, very well. And I think next time around I place an order with Phoenix Shaving, I'm going to order another one of these just to have that extra dispenser. I don't know how many uses I'm going to get out of this by repacking. It's hard to say. That's why I'm going to order another one just to have it, because then I'll have the label and I'll know what's in there, and I can always, repack it with a cube once it starts getting small. The only thing I'm going to have to prepare myself is waiting for this to get small, because boy, this lasts a good long time. I mean, it took a long time for that cube to get that small, and I use it every shave, and it's a fantastic product. So I really recommend the original Cube 2.0, mentholated or non-mentholated, and also the Tube 2.0 for travel. This is absolutely terrific. And again, don't throw this away. Just hang on to it. You can always get your little bit of cube left, grate it and repack it. And again, I don't know how many uses I'm going to get out of this by repackaging, by repacking, that sort of thing. That's why I'm going to get another one of these. So yeah, a really, really great idea. So just wanted to follow up and let you know that, hey, it works. Thanks again, Chuck. Really appreciate it. Well, we've got a look at a shave den this morning. This comes from viewer Douglas Thompson. And Douglas wrote, "Good morning, Mark. Thought I would share with you some of my brush collection. Simpson Manchurians versus Rooney Silvertip. The 32mm Polo 14 is the winner. However, the German Thader 35mm two-band Silvertip, not shown, would be the universal winner. I try to use all these brushes in a daily rotation." Wow, those are really, really beautiful. I love the setup. I love the signage and the memorabilia that you have there. Absolutely fantastic. And a 35mm knot on a brush. Wow, I didn't even know those existed. The most I have is 30mm, so I'm really curious as to how large that 35mm is. That is really, really fantastic. So thanks very much for the look at that part of your shave den and those brushes, Douglas. Really do appreciate it. He continues here, "Really enjoy your show. Have been watching it for 6 months. I'm originally from Cleveland, but moved to Florida when I was 4. You've inspired me to really dive into the DE shaving world. Thanks for all your great work and time you have devoted to your program, Doug T. Well, Doug, thanks very much for the kind words. But again, I'm inspired by all the viewers who send in this great information and share it with me so I can share it with all the viewers out there. Again, I say this on my Second Cup podcast. Without you, this microphone would be silent, and I really do mean that. The viewers on this channel, on YouTube, for this channel are fantastic. This channel has the best audience ever, really, absolutely. So thanks very much for the kind words, Doug. And also thanks for sending along the photo and giving us a look at your brush collection and how it's set up in your shave den. Really, really terrific. Just absolutely love the way everything is set up there. Thanks again, really do appreciate it. Okay, it's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is available as a podcast. And it can be found on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Just search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and it should come right up, as well as episodes of our other podcast called Second Cup. So just search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and the Monday Morning Mailbag and Second Cup podcast should come right up. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hey, we got a lot of great comments in this morning's refill segment, so let's get right to it. We've got something here from Steve M., who wrote, I picked up a Dart myself. My number is 66. I haven't tried it yet, but it is a beauty. Now, he's talking in regards to the Blackland Dart razors that they recently had a production run of 150 of these. Because of the popularity and the demand from the wet shaving community, they decided to run 150 more. I had not heard of this razor until I saw this offer, and I decided to get one. Steve's got number 66 because they do have serial numbers. They're individual serial numbers, and that also came with an inkwell stand right here. And that just fits together really, really nice. Beth Jones last week did a really, really wonderful review of this. So if you want to get some insight into this razor, go back to the 12/5/2022 Monday Morning Mailbag and check out her review. It was very, very good. Anyhow, I've got number 136. Let me show you that right there. So that's my serial number, 136. And I found this to be a highly, highly efficient razor. I mean, really efficient. I've done a review. I'm still in the process of editing it, and I want to get it posted. But my gosh, did I get a close shave with this. And I really did have to lighten up on my touch. This was a little more, it had a little more growl than I expected. It really did. And I think that the ratings they gave it on their product page are very, very accurate. So again, tune into Beth's review of this. And Steve, let us know if your use of it concurs with what Beth found in her review and what I seem to find, which was it's got a little bit of growl to it. It really does. I don't know if this is a razor I could use every day. Let me put it to you that way. I do know, again, I had to adjust my technique a little bit and really lighten up on the touch and let the razor do all the work. But even then, I got a really fantastic, fantastic shave. So yeah, terrific, terrific, terrific razor. So thanks very much for that, Steve. Really, really do appreciate the comment. Beth Jones checked in regarding the Henson razor, and she wrote, "Good morning, Mark. Wonderful Monday morning mailbag. Just thought I would pass this along. With regard to the Henson razor, I have found that along with its newly redesigned razor head, it seems that Henson may have tweaked the razor's performance. I have the mild razor with the new head design, and there seems to be a slightly greater efficiency as well as slightly more blade feel. Henson has not mentioned any of this on their page, but several other shavers have noted the same difference that I have experienced. Wishing you and your viewers a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Beth. Thanks very much for that. I followed up with her and I wrote, I take this to mean that the razor may be a bit more aggressive than the original mild model. And she wrote back and said, that's the way it seems to me. Also, here is a review from someone who used the medium razor, but his observation was the same as mine. And he wrote, quote, differences between the version 2 and the version 1 of the Plus Plus medium. 1, the lather channels on the base plate go the entire length, so it's easier to rinse. 2, the beveled edge gives a smoother shave without what some people call a suction feeling. Seems a bit more efficient than the version 1 in the few shaves I had to compare both. I had already bought the version 2 Plus 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 aggressive version in gray, and I love that. I do prefer the Plus 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 version over the Plus Plus medium, but I bought this mainly for the color. Wish they would release this copper color for the Plus 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 version. Not sure why Henson still limits the Plus Plus version when more and more people are saying the Plus 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 aggressive is better than the mild or medium. That's plus or plus plus. That's really interesting. I kind of, I haven't used my Henson in a while because of all the other great razors that I've been looking at and using and reviewing and that sort of thing that are in my rotation right now. And I have found that original mild Henson razor does a wonderful job for me. And yeah, I recall that there is that kind of a suction feeling, and I kind of like that. I really do like that. And I don't recall any problem rinsing it, to be perfectly honest with you. I'll have to use it again. I'll have to break it out and use it again. But I kind of liked that suction feeling. I liked how it kind of pulled the razor a little closer and really kind of improved the contact of the blade to the skin. I really enjoyed it. I really, really did. I don't have the newer version of the Henson, so I really can't compare that to the one I have. Although I have the mild, I have the medium when it was originally launched, and I like them both. However, the medium for me really has a little more growl, and that again is another razor I don't think I could use every day. With say 2-3 days worth of beard growth, yeah, the medium is going to get the call for me. But the mild is definitely a daily razor for me, and I like it a lot. And again, I like that. I kind of like that suction feeling. I really do. Alfred Spencer. This was kind of neat, and I thought I'd share this. This was a comment exchange that was in that same thread. And he wrote, "Hi, Beth. I bought my wife the Supply SE, and she experienced nicks on her knee. Do you have any advice? Thanks, Al." Beth very kindly wrote back and said, "Hello, Al, and thanks for reaching out. I have a couple of things that might help. First of all, when shaving the knees, just make sure to stretch the leg out and pull the skin over the knee before shaving. This makes for a smoother path for the razor to follow. The Supply's razor head has some nice weight to it, so you really just need to lightly drag the razor head across the knee, or in other words, let the razor do all the work. Also, Supply SE has a shaving tip for lady wet shavers on their page, and here it is." And here's what they wrote, and Beth provided this. Thank you very much, Beth. "Find the angle. Shaving with a single edge will feel incredibly intuitive if you've shaved your legs before. That being said, if you don't have the correct blade angle on your skin, your razor will either cut zero hair or give you unwanted nicks. To find the proper angle, place the head of the razor, a fancy way of saying the part where the blade is, flat against your leg. Then rotate backward or towards you 5 to 10 degrees. You may need to experiment to find the proper angle. But good news, once you do, the muscle memory will set in and smooth sailing." Hope this helps. If you need to reach out to me again, please reach out to me. Okay, that's the email that she got the information from. Well, that's great, Beth. Thank you very much for providing that information to other lady wet shavers. Really, really do appreciate it. Wanted to share it here on the channel, and I hope other lady wet shavers who tune in, who are considering a Supply SE razor, will see this. So thanks again, Beth. Really appreciate that. Jacob Heron checked in, and he had some comments regarding the Drallant razor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, when I first used this, of course, out of habit, I said 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Well, actually, the more accurate approach of this razor is 24 degrees. Now, before cameras rolled, I grabbed this razor and I had a shave, and I also used something new too. That's coming, don't worry. And I used this razor, and I paid a little more attention to that 24-degree angle. Boy, what a fabulous shave I got with this. I popped in a Filoso blade. I'll show those to you right now. Filoso. I popped in one of these blades, second use on that blade. And boy, I got just a beautiful 3-pass BBS shave. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, it was just fantastic. And I paid more attention to the 24-degree angle. Really made a difference. But as I have mentioned, 30 degrees, 24 degrees, it's in that ballpark. You'll feel the proper angle when you use the Drallant. But really, the 24-degree angle is really, really terrific. Now, there is a video of Caleb, who created and designed the Drallant razor, where he demonstrates and talks about the difference between a 24-degree angle razor and a 30-degree angle razor. I will link that. That was provided to me by Jacob Heron. He passed along that link. Thank you very, very much, Jacob. Really do appreciate it. Anyhow, he wrote, I'll say I've had my times where the angle has been off a little bit for shaving my head with the Drallant. But once you get the angle correct, it obliterates any hair in its path. Glad you like it for shaving your head as well. Yeah, we've done a video of the head shave with this. It ran this past Friday. This razor is absolutely fantastic for a head shave. And again, I paid more attention to the 24-degree angle. And it's just been really, really great. And again, Jacob, thanks very much for providing that link to Caleb's video and channel where he discusses the difference between a 24-degree razor and a 30-degree razor. And there is some difference there, but let me just say that in using the razor and not knowing that it was 24 degrees when I first used it, it's still a very, very intuitive razor where you find that angle. You get that blade feel, and it really just delivers a great shave. It's just that the shave this morning before cameras rolled, I really just paid attention to that 24-degree angle, and it really made a difference for me. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So thanks very much for passing that along, Jacob. Really, really do appreciate it. Thanks so much. Bob Leroux wrote, this is also about Parasso and that sort of thing. Bob Leroux wrote, by the way, I took my empty Parasso pre-shave container and filled it with Noxema for my DOP kit. Noxema makes a travel size, but this worked for me. We talked about this in a previous Monday morning mailbag, that a lot of wet shavers like Parasso pre-shave, but they find that, hey, Noxema gives them the same kind of feel and experience, so they'll use Noxema in place of Parasso, and it does the trick for them. And we talked about how you can use your Parasso pre-shave container and just put Noxema in there. And Noxema does make a travel size container, and I showed that on a previous show, a previous Monday morning mailbag. And so Bob was just saying that, hey, it works. Put the Noxema in the Parasso container, and it works in my DOP kit. So thanks very much for that, Bob. Really, really do appreciate it. He also passed along this. This was really, really neat. This is a video of Paul McCartney doing a wet shave. He's using a brush. He's using a safety razor. He's making a lather in a bowl. He's got a handheld mirror. Now, he's in a boat on a lake. I don't know what that's about. But this music video is from 1999. I'll link it below. Really, really neat. It's from 1999. Now, there are some close-up shots of the safety razor. I wonder if you know, if any of you out there, if you watch this video, and it happens at about the minute 20 mark. I will link directly to that portion of the music video where he starts to shave. I'm wondering when you look at this razor, can you tell us what safety razor he's using? Really remarkable. Now, the name of the song is No Other Baby. Now, No Other Baby is a song that was written by Dickie Bishop and Bob Watson, originally recorded in 1957 by Dickie Bishop and the Sidekicks. And there were early cover versions that were recorded by the Vipers in 1958, Bobby Helms in 1959, Paul and Paula in 1964, Chad and Jeremy in 1965, that sort of thing. And Paul McCartney recorded No Other Baby for his 1999 cover album, Run Devil Run, and released it as the only single from the album. The song reached number 42 on the UK singles chart. 1999, he's using a safety razor. Which safety razor is that? Is that a Merkur? I mean, I don't know what that is. Is that a Mula? Is it Mula? M-U-H-L-E. Correct my pronunciation on it because I've heard a couple of variations lately. I say Mula. Anyhow, he's using a safety razor. If you look at it and you could tell us what it is, really would be interested. Really, really neat. Paul McCartney shaving with a safety razor back in 1999 with a brush and a mug and a handheld mirror. Bob, thanks very much for passing that along. Really, really neat. And that wraps up another refill for this week. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really, really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Okay, we're going to kick things off with some Christmas shave soap offerings. I had asked viewers to send in some of their favorite Christmas shave soaps and share it with some of the viewers. And some of these that are listed here from Alex Lopez are available this year. Some are not, but just thought I'd share these with you. And he wrote, I hope this makes it to the upcoming Monday morning mailbag. I have a list of my favorite Christmas soaps. Hoping you can share this with viewers. Yeah, absolutely. He starts off with, from Noble Otter, a shave soap called 'Tis the Season. Sterling Soap offers Christmas Eve. We talked about that one, but that's on Alex's list. Also, McDuff's Soap Company has Bad Santa. We talked about that one as well. 345 Soap Company offers Old Red. That sounds like a really nice one. Now, he has one here from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Phoenix Shaving, called Magi. And I don't think that one's available this year, but look for it next year or maybe the year after. Also, Razor Emporium has Snowy Alpine Rush. That sounds very, very wintry, very, very Christmassy. Black Ship Grooming offers Christmas Cannons and We Three Kings. Wet the Face offers Christmas Time and Mr. Warlock. I don't think Mr. Warlock is available this year, but check their website. I could be wrong. And Alex wraps up by saying, I'm sure there are plenty more seasonal offerings, but these are the ones I have and use during this time of year. Have a great weekend, Mark. Best regards, Alex. Alex, thanks very much for sharing some of those Christmas seasonal shave soaps with the audience. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, hey, we'll have the links below, if possible, to some of these shave soaps. Alex, thanks very, very much for sharing them. Well, it just arrived, and we used it before cameras rolled. Here it is, folks. It was available on Cyber Monday from Phoenix Shaving, The Shaving. This is described as a Ray Rum. Wow, is this great. As Douglas wrote on the product page, yes, people, you are witnessing the birth of a true Phoenix Shaving Christmas tradition. The annual Cyber Monday Ray Rum, The Shaving release. Last year was so crazy and successful, we just had to do it again. This really is a marvelous, marvelous scent. I shaved with it this morning, and you can see I scooped some out because I used my Starry Night lathering bowl. Wow, did I get heaps and heaps of lather. Of course, I've got Formula CK6. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, check out this scent profile. Buttery vanilla, fresh whipped cream, toffee, a dash of nutmeg, toasted coconut, select West Indian herbs, benzoin resin, peppermint, spices, and more than a few glorious citrus notes, lime and blood orange. This is so much more than a holiday scent. This is a loaded bay rum. And he also writes that peppermint hydrosol is in the aftershave. So I did pick up the CK6 bundle. This is really, really a terrific, terrific scent. And as he wrote here, as he continues to write on the product page, Douglas wrote, "The shaving, Ray Rum, was originally released December 19th, 2014 to a shave world few of you new folk would recognize. Seriously, it was a whole different animal. Maybe 25 artisans, a handful of brush makers, and nothing really interesting in the razor department. Modern single-edged gem-type razors and adjustable razors were non-existent for the most part. On top of that, holiday scents were minuscule and rather boring, especially when it came to label designs and themes. I know it's popular to argue that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but even that argument was tired way back in 2014. But The Shining? Now that's my Christmas movie of choice and worth pointing out to anyone who will listen. Pointing this out would usually involve copious amounts of rum, so there's that too. But anyhow, that's where the name of the shave soap comes from, the shaving, the shining, that sort of thing. And this really is a marvelous, marvelous scent. Let me know if you got some of this on Cyber Monday. When I saw it, Ray Rum, Bay Rum, that sort of thing, I decided I'm going to really pull the trigger on this because I wanted to experience it, and it was a one-day only offering, and it dropped on Cyber Monday, and wow, yeah, I went ahead and ordered it, and it really is terrific. It gave me an exceptional shave, and again, I love this scent. It really is very, very Christmas-like. It's also something you can use year-round, which is so great about it. And the shaving, which is kind of like The Shining. The Shining, a Christmas movie. I'm really interested in having that discussion and learning about that from Douglas, because I have heard the Die Hard is a Christmas movie discussion. So The Shining is a Christmas movie. Yeah, I'm really interested in having that discussion too. But regardless, the shaving, a Ray Rum, is marvelous. I really, really enjoyed the shave with it. And again, the aftershave and cologne, absolutely terrific. I also got the Star Jelly. So yeah, I'm all set. Really, really terrific. Look for it next year. Believe me, you're going to want to get this one next year, the shaving from Phoenix Shaving. Well, you're looking for another great Christmas shave soap? Phoenix Shaving has one. It's called Christmas. It's spelled Kiritimi, but it's pronounced Christmas. You don't believe me? Just do a Google search. Just type into Google, how do you pronounce Kiritimi, and it will take you to a sound pronunciation. All you got to do is click on the speaker and you'll get
Christmas.
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 One more time.
Christmas.
Now this is Christmas Island. That is south of the Hawaiian Islands in the Pacific. Yeah, I never knew this. I was going to pronounce it Kirtimati, and that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm so glad I did the Google search and got the pronunciation because it's pronounced
Christmas.
Christmas. That's absolutely fantastic, which is another reason why I love Phoenix Shaving so much, because I learned something new. This is Christmas Island. I will link to the product page for Christmas Shave Soap. It is absolutely fantastic. And as Douglas writes on the product page, Christmas is back. Scent notes: frankincense, myrrh, bay, seaweed, oakwood, ambergris, benzoin, blue spruce, tobacco, labdanum, lavender. This is what Christmas should smell like. It's oak barrel aged for 1 year. And as he writes here, a leaf, yeah, that's a genuine West Indian bay leaf in there too. As with all my aftershave colognes, Christmas is packed with skin food that will really give your freshly shaven skin a silky feel. Contains lavender and labdanum hydrosol, calendula oil, aloe vera, liquid silk, and seaweed extract. Feel the difference. I have this on order. It hasn't arrived yet. When it arrives, I'm going to do a review. I'll also show it on the Monday morning mailbag. Really looking forward to it. Check out the product page. The artwork is fantastic. Santa Claus on a pirate-like ship. It's absolutely fantastic. Again, this is one of the reasons why I love Phoenix Shaving so much. I learned something new. I love the way they present their products. It's very entertaining, and it really pulls me in even more into the traditional wet shave. It's very, very satisfying. I really, really do love it. So check it out. I'll have links below to Christmas from Phoenix Shaving. Well, viewer William Murphy gave us an update on the Shave Nation lathering bowl. And he wrote, "Hi Mark, one note on the shave bowl. After using it for about a week, I have discovered that a 24 millimeter knot seems to work better than a larger 26 millimeter brush. The 26 millimeter brush works, but it takes me longer to create a good lather. For me, the PAA Amber Aerolite and the PAA Starcraft worked best for me. Have a great week." Well, thanks very much for that update on the Shave Nation lathering bowl, William. Really do appreciate it. And William and Santa very, very kindly sent along a Shave Nation lathering bowl. Now, I've already shot a review on this, and this bowl is wonderful. It really, really does perform very, very well. Let me show it to you. It is a beautiful ceramic bowl. It is really beautifully, beautifully glazed. It has the Shave Nation name and logo on the bottom. Also has the Shave Nation name on the side. It comes in a variety of colors. This one is midnight blue. Really terrific. Now, it also has a really nice handle or knob on the bottom, so you can really get a nice grasp of it. The secret or the key to this lathering bowl is this little pocket in there. Can you see that little pocket right there? Right at the bottom. This is a little indentation, this little pocket. That's where you load your soap or cream. Now, I used shave soap for my video review, and I did use the Starcraft shave brush, and it did a wonderful job, a remarkable job. It really did build a lot of lather. And I was very surprised considering that it's a smooth bowl. I guess what's happening here is when you pack that little bit of soap there in that little pocket there, your brush will pass over it every so often and pick up a little more and then smear it onto the sides of the bowl and just build a lather. So each time you want a little more soap, you just direct your brush down to that little pocket there and grab a little more soap and then build it on the sides of the bowl. That seems to me how the method works. But it really is a terrific, terrific shaving bowl, and really like it a lot. Let me show you what it looks like next to my Starry Night lathering bowl, because the Starry Night lathering bowl has just been superb. It's just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful shaving bowl. And of course, the Starry Night has this beautiful knob and handle on the bottom here. Now, this is an artisan-made shaving bowl. The Shave Nation bowl is, I would assume, mass-produced and manufactured. So there's one difference between the bowls right there. Let me show you these. Let me show you them side by side. Okay, there they are right there. You can see that the Starry Night a little bit taller, and when it comes to diameter, they're about the same. I think the Shave Nation is maybe just has a slightly wider mouth or wider rim, so to speak, than the Starry Night. But the Starry Night has these beautiful, beautiful knobs and bumps on the inside there that just work so wonderfully, wonderfully well to develop a lather. Built a lather in just, my gosh, in seconds, it seems. A couple of minutes, I had a beautiful lather from today's shave with this. But equally, the Shave Nation bowl delivered the same kind of great lather as well. So, two great lathering bowls, two different approaches. Both of them work very, very well. Either one will be great in your shave den. But really, the main difference here, I think, is that this is an artisan-made shaving bowl, and it really is crafted with a great deal of care, and it's also signed right there on the side, as you can see that right there. And the Shave Nation bowl is mass-produced. So that really is kind of the difference. And you know what? Both of these bowls are really kind of turning me into a bowl lather as well because of their performance. I'm really, really very, very impressed with both of them. Two different approaches. They both make great, great lathers. It all depends on what you want. It's really amazing how quickly you can develop a lather with either of these bowls. And it just seems that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this is a lot faster than doing a face lather. I love the face lather, but I'm looking at some of the advantages of bowl lathering. Now, I've been using CK6, and the nice thing about doing the shave today with the shave soap and also the Starry Night lathering bowl, I got the scoop. I just scooped a little bit out, put it in the bowl, and work the lather up that way, and can recap this and not have to worry about having it dry out. Just recap it, set it back on the shelf, and I'm good to go. Big advantage doing it that way versus face lathering. Really terrific. But really enjoyed both lathering bowls, but this is the Shave Nation lathering bowl. It really is very good. I will have a link below where you can get your very own. Comes in a variety of colors, and it really is a very nice lathering bowl. Again, great handle, great knob on the bottom. That pocket is key to the performance of this lathering bowl. It's key to developing that great creamy, rich, yogurty lather, and it did a great job. So there you are, the Shave Nation lathering bowl. I'll have a link to that, and I will also have a link to the Starry Night lathering bowl. This came courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you again very much. So I'm going to set both of these aside so I don't drop them. I'm going to put them aside right now. I'm going to get up. I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to put these aside so I don't accidentally have them fall off the table. So again, William, thank you very much for the Shave Nation shaving bowl, folks. It's a terrific shaving bowl. It did a great job. Check it out. I'll have links below. Again, William, Santa, thank you very much. Viewer Beth Jones checked in again, and she wrote, "Hey Mark, thought I would pass this along to you regarding Blackland Razor's Blackbird Lite. Have a nice rest of the week." Hey, thanks very much, Beth. She included this information, and it reads, "Introducing the Blackbird Lite. The brand new Blackbird Lite is available now. To make it even better, we're extending our Blackland Friday discount for the Blackbird Lite. Save 20 to 25% on the Blackbird Lite and Blackbird Lite base plate until December 14th. What the Blackbird Lite is. The Blackbird Lite is a milder take on our flagship Blackbird razor. It's the same unique Blackbird shave you know and love, now with less blade feel for a smoother, gentler experience. To tone down the Blackbird, we designed a base plate that reduces both blade gap and exposure while retaining the unique experience that makes the Blackbird such a special razor." And they write here who the Blackbird Lite is for. If you tried the Blackbird and found it to be too much blade feel and efficiency, if you've wanted a Blackbird but were nervous about blade feel, if you love the Blackbird but your skin can't handle it every day. So what they've done is they've created this new base plate to make it a little milder. So you can buy either the Blackbird razor with the lighter base plate, or if you own a Blackbird, all you have to do is buy the light base plate. And that's really very neat. Now, I'll have a link to their product page where you can get all the information on this. My thanks to Beth Jones for passing this along. This was another thing, another offering that I was not aware of. So thank you very much, Beth. Again, the viewers on this channel are absolutely just wonderful in sharing all this information that comes their way. So I really do appreciate you sending this along, Beth, so that this channel, this show, can share it with the other viewers out there. Folks, we'll have a link to it, the brand new Blackbird Lite from Blackland Razors. Beth, thanks again very much. Okay, this comment in question came from viewer Rick Morse, and he wrote, "Hi Mark, I'm hoping to receive a Gillette Hderitage safety razor for Christmas this year, but I went online today to search for it and it doesn't seem to be purchasable anywhere. They are just gone. Amazon doesn't have them, eBay doesn't have them, even the Gillette website isn't selling them. Do you have any idea what's going on with this? Sometimes when this happens, it means they're getting ready to release a special version or perhaps an upgrade. Thoughts?" Well, I just checked, Rick. Right before cameras rolled, I just checked. The Gillette Hderitage is available on Amazon right now. I'll link it below. I also replied to this comment where you left it, letting you know that it's available, and I gave you the link there as well. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful razor. It's going to arrive after Christmas, though. My initial hunch is that they're just making them. They're just probably waiting for them to, be restocked because it is a very, very popular razor. It comes in a beautiful clamshell like this, great for travel. Let's get this information card out of the way. You get a 3 pieces. You get a nice handle. You get a razor head. My understanding is with this razor that the handle is made in the U.S. and that the razor head is made in Germany. So the thought is that it is a Mula-made razor head right there. And of course, I have a little buffer ring there, and it just goes together so nicely. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It delivers a beautiful shave. It's great for beginners. It's great for seasoned wet shavers. You also get a pack of Gillette Platinum blades. At least I got a pack of Gillette Platinum blades. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be in their offering on Amazon. Let me get over to the page and just take a look and see they're going to offer Gillette Platinum again. So there you go. Really terrific offering. It's available now. And you also will get, I'm looking at a coupon here of 20% off. So it's $34.99. So 20% off looks like it's going to be less than $30. So that's really a nice deal. It is a terrific razor. Folks, I'll provide the link below. Get up there and get them because when these razors are on Amazon or other online retailers, they tend to go very fast because it's a very well-made razor and it delivers a really nice shave. And again, with this clamshell case, it's perfect for travel. It really is a nice size. You can put your blades in there. You can put your, the razor head and cap, the base plate and cap right there. The handle fits in there very nicely, and the blade's right there. And then, close it up, throw it in your dop kit. You're good to go. Really fantastic razor for home or for travel. The Gillette Hderitage. And it's on Amazon right now. I'll have the link below. Rick, hope you're getting up there and getting one of these because they do go fast. So thanks again for the question. And it makes a great Christmas gift, even though it's going to arrive after Christmas. You could leave a little note saying, your Christmas gift is going to be a little late. But I know that the wet shaver in your life would really love this razor. So thanks again, Rick. I hope you get one. Well, Adam Smith, known as Slick on Facebook, has a new website where he offers this great vintage shaving gear. It's Slick Classic Shave Gear. The URL is slickclassicshaving.squarespace.com. We'll have the link below. Adam also made a video announcement. He passed it along to us. We're going to share it with you right now.
Hey, this is Adam. I just want to give you a quick December update. We've got some pretty big news to get through this morning. Let me get a little closer. We got a website. It's live now. The new drop is on there. The services for razors and brushes are on there, as well as a new service for razors. I'm doing custom colored handles and tips for new and vintage razors. We have a couple of blade dryers left that I collabed with Aaron at Frugal Shave on. The next couple purchases will receive the last of those. This coming week, I have stickers that people will receive with purchases $25 or more, and that'll also be for sale for $3 on the page. So no more promoting, trying to sell everything posted on Facebook. We're professional now. Thank you for all your support. Anybody who stopped by and picked something up. If you don't see something that I have that you might want, shoot me a message on Facebook. That's the quickest way to get a hold of me. If there's a razor or brush you're looking for, I hunt all the time, antique stores, online, everywhere. And if you're looking for a specific date code razor, we can find it. We will figure it out. I've got plenty of resources to get you hooked up. So if you need to contact me, the quickest way is through the Slick Facebook page. But that's all I've got. This is a big moment for myself and the brand. And I just want to thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
Wraps up another new wet shaving gear segment for this week. Thanks very much to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Viewer Brian D. Foley wrote, "Hey Mark, hope all is well. I know you've done some reviews on some of the 6 to 8 head electric shavers people use for their head shaves. Without me having to search back through the archives, which model was your favorite and you thought worked well, gave the best and closest shave, and was a good value for the cost?" Brian, great question. These kinds of razors are very, very popular for those of us who use an electric razor to do a head shave. This is a Dynabliss model. It's called the Dynabliss. It has 6 of those rotary Norelco style shaving heads, and it's about $40. Now, the folks at Dynabliss provided this to me free of charge in exchange for a review. I have used it. I've reviewed it. It's very, very good for the money. They list it as a wet-dry shaver. I found that it works well and gives a good serviceable shave on the dry side of things. Just, you start it up like this, and you can just, it gives a really nice, I could do it right now, even though I shaved the other day, it gives a nice, serviceable, close shave, and it's not bad. For $40, it's not bad at all. I like the compact size, how it fits into the hand. You can pop off this razor head and add any number of attachments, like a trimmer right here like this. You can use this for trimming your eyebrows, that sort of thing. You also get a nose trimmer attachment here that you can put on there right there and start that up and trim your nose hairs, your ear hairs, that sort of thing. For some reason, they give you a brush attachment here like this. I don't know what that's for, exfoliating the skin perhaps. They also give you another one that's a little shorter, a little more, I don't know, maybe a little more aggressive. It comes also with a charging cord, which is USB. So you'll have to have an outlet that is USB compatible if you want to plug it into the wall. But all in all, not a bad unit for doing a head shave for $40. Now, I know there are some others out there that are more expensive, and my guess is they're probably a little more robustly built from the standpoint of the engine. I mentioned that this was wet-dry, and I found that, a dry electric shave was very, very good. I don't have any complaints. It was great. It's great in a pinch. You get it, you turn it on, it conforms to your head very nicely, and it gives you a nice shave. And right now I'm shaving, and even though I did a head shave yesterday, there's a little bit up there, and this is doing a nice job. When I have a little more hair growth, it takes it down very well. As a wet shaver, an electric razor for doing a wet head shave, not so much. I found that the engine, the motor, strained quite a bit when I built a nice lather. When I used one of the super slicks like a Cremo, it did a little bit better, but still it tended to strain a little bit. So I would say that this is a good unit if you're just going to use it dry. And it's very good in a pinch. You can grab this and do a really, really nice head shave. The other electric razors that I have that I will use for a head shave in a pinch are the Panasonic, which is a really very, very nice wet-dry razor. You can use this with a nice lather or a nice super slick. I think the Panasonic makes a very, very good electric razor. And the other one I have also, where did I put that one? Oh, it's over here in my bag. Hang on 1 minute. Let me just reach in and pull it out. This is a Braun. This Braun's not bad at all. This is just dry. This does not do wet. And you can hear that motor there on the Braun. It has a nice motor. It also has a trimmer in the back. That's very good. And let me give you let's have a listen to the Panasonic. Okay. Panasonic seems to be a little more elegant. It has that nicer motor. It's got a really good, robust motor to it, and it just sounds nicer. And it does a great job wet or dry, but it is a foil razor. Now, the Dynabliss, like a lot of these other razors, as I say, it's got these 6 rotary heads, like a Norelco. Okay? So you can see that you can just hear from the motor, it's a little tinny. It gets the job done, but it doesn't have as robust a note as the Braun or the Panasonic. It just sounds like the motor it's there, and it does a good job for a dry head shave, but perhaps not so much for a wet head shave. And I found that to be true. It really did strain. Plus, if you're using a thick lather with this, these rotary heads do clog up quite quickly. And then there's the issue of cleaning these out. That's not bad at all. You just flip it up like that. So you flip it up like that, okay? And you can rinse this out under the water and then shake it and let it dry out, that sort of thing. So it's really, it's very, very convenient. It looks like it will travel well. Again, they give you a charging cord, USB. You get a little readout as to how much time you have left right there. What do I got? I got 42 minutes, I guess that means. And it's not bad at all, or level 42, whatever that is. It really is a terrific little razor for the money. I'm sure that there are others out there that cost far more money, are probably more robustly built. Dynabliss does make some other models. I've not tried those. Some of them are a little more expensive. I don't know how expensive the Dynabliss line of products, how high they get as far as cost. And I know there are some others out there that are really, I mean, you could spend $100, $200 on them. But I found that if you just want one of these razors, multi-headed rotary razors to do a head shave, something that conforms to your head nicely and gives you a quick head shave in a pinch, something like the Dynabliss or a similar model for about $40 to $50 will do the trick. How long is it going to last? I don't know. But it gives me a nice head shave. Now, again, I have the Panasonic, I've got the Braun, and I've got the Dynabliss. I have found myself reaching for the Dynabliss whenever I want to do a head shave in a pinch because of the 6 heads. It really does a nice job, and it gives me nice coverage. It really, really does. And where I am with my head shave, because I did do a head shave yesterday, I'm running this over my head shave. It's not taking it down any lower or any closer right now. This is probably about where it's going to shave me. And the best head shave I get comes from a DE razor or the Supply SE. Those are absolutely fantastic. And those give me really, really very, very good head shaves. Also, the Omni Shaver does a really, really good job. If you want something that is affordable, compact, and will travel well, the Omni Shaver, that is a really nice system. I like that one a lot too, because you can use a super slick and just go back and forth because it is bi-directional, and it does a really, really quick job of giving you a head shave. Probably not as quick as an electric razor, but it's minutes. I think I did a head shave with an Omni Shaver in about 5 minutes or just under 5 minutes. This might be about the same amount of time. Omni Shaver is wet. You use their shaving cream and just rub it on. It's a super slick like Cremo, and just go back and forth, and before you know it, you're done. And the excess you can just massage in as an aftershave balm, and you're done. So that's a really good option too. If you want to go strictly electric, anything like this, I would think in the $40 to $50 range is serviceable. I've not tried anything else more expensive than that. Now, just one more thing before I go any further, before I wrap up actually, is that with something like the Panasonic, where it is a foil head like this, the accuracy is a little bit better. I will use this if for some reason I have the unfortunate occurrence of banging my head or cutting it open or, bumping it on a door frame or something along those lines. And I can't really do a wet shave up there until it gets completely healed. And that's happened to me before. I will use the Panasonic or the Braun because you have more accuracy in shaving around that area and not, it'll help you to shave around that area so you don't open it up and re-injure yourself. That's very, very helpful when it comes to a foil razor like this. When it comes to something like this, it gives you a lot of coverage, like the Dynabliss, where you have 6 heads or 8 heads. Well, you're not going to have that finesse with it, is my thinking. That's my thinking. That's just kind of a hunch on my part. But if I were to bang my head and, scrape it or whatever, I would definitely go to the Panasonic and not the Dynabliss. In a pinch, if I need a head shave and I don't have time to do the wet shave, don't have time for the Omni shaver, the Dynabliss really, really does work very, very well. I'll have a link to this below and some other similar models and makes, from a general Amazon page, that sort of thing, so you can kind of get a look at them. But yeah, it's not bad, and $40 is pretty good. If anything, $40 would be a good introductory price point to try out something like this. It's about the same price point as a really nice DE razor. It'll give you an idea of how something like this will work, and you can kind of gauge its performance. And then maybe from there, if you like it and you like the kind of shave it gives you, then you can kind of move up to a model that has a beefier motor and a little more performance and, maybe some other features, that sort of thing. But yeah, the Dynabliss, it's the only one I've reviewed. I hope that helps a little bit, Brian, in helping you make a decision. But yeah, in a pinch, I've been reaching for the Dynabliss, absolutely no doubt. And for the money, it's a really nice electric razor to do head shaves. And these rotary heads really do conform nicely to the head, and it performs well. It's a good introductory head shaver with the multi-head system. Thanks again, Brian. Hope that helps. Okay, we're going to do a deep dive on the Pearl Flexi adjustable razor. We featured this on the Monday Morning Mailbag before. We've also done a review of it. It is a terrific, terrific adjustable razor, and it does have some minor problems here and there reported to various wet shavers over the last few years. And the review and the Monday Morning Mailbag showcase of this really garnered a lot of discussion. And so we're going to share some of those comments from some of the viewers and their experiences with the Pearl Flexi adjustable razor. We'll kick things off from viewer Terry Mickelson, who wrote, "Mark, for the majority of the time, I agree with you and endorse most of the products you feature on the Monday Morning Mailbag. The Pearl Flexi is excellent, but it is not built to last. The base of mine, its outer coating, is peeling off. I have only used it a few times. It's good at its job, but flaking away. I look after it very well, so not my doing. Disappointing, but it is a copy of the Rex Ambassador. It is an overhyped limited razor, my own opinion, of course. Parker products are much cheaper, better built to last, in my opinion. The 78R is a great example of this." Now, I'm really, really surprised by that, Terry, because Pearl claims that this is triple plated. And, I think I'm looking at mine and the plating is very, very good. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. Yes, I've had it less than 2 weeks. So we'll see how it lasts and if I run into that same problem. However, on the Amazon product page, Pearl says this, warranty and support. Product comes with 5 years of manufacturer warranty from the date of purchase. So contact them. I'm sure that you fall within that warranty period. Contact them and let them know about the problem. I have heard or I've read other wet shavers who may have had an issue with their Pearl Flexi, and the customer service at Pearl has been very, very good. So I just wanted to pass that along to you and anyone else who has a Pearl Flexi. 5 years. So if you have any issues with it, give Pearl a call. Viewer Abene Samant shared the following. Great episode of Monday Morning Mailbag, Mark. I bought a second batch. Well, he bought the second batch, a razor from the second batch, of Pearl Flexi directly from the manufacturer during the pandemic in early 2021, when we all had too much time on our hands. Yeah, so he bought, in 2021, he bought a Pearl Flexi from a second batch run, I think is what he's saying. The first thing I did was to check out the blade alignment throughout the range, and it looked fine to me. It looks like they have solved the problem they had with the first batch, and it is an amazingly good razor. I paid about $138 Canadian, which is the equivalent of 107 US dollars, including delivery, but that included the stand, 110 Willys blades, 2 shave soaps, a shaving brush, pre-shave oil, and aftershave balm, which were nice surprises and they performed well. And they engraved the top cap with my last name when I messaged them as well. It seemed like a great bargain at the time to me, but the $59 that you paid is an absolute steal for such a great quality razor. Abby loves his, obviously, and he sent along photos showing what he got, and it's absolutely fantastic. He continues in another email to me. Hi, Mark. Great to hear from you. I've never experienced any issues with the quality of the coating. It still looks new to me after almost 2 years. I also have 2 other buddies who ordered Pearl Flexi's version 4 from India, and they've never experienced any problems with the coating or blade gap either. They both claim it's their favorite razor. Here's a picture of my razor top cap. Happy holidays. He also continues, P.S. You were right. The other modern adjustables better watch out. The razor is as smooth or as aggressive as you want it to be, and the weight is fantastic. Yeah, 5 ounces for this. Only my Rockwell 6S on plate 4 can rival it. He also says here, a picture of the extras that came with my Pearl razor when I ordered directly from Pearl. Thanks, Dara. She handles all their orders. Dara, D-H-A-R-A. Well, hi to Dara. Great to hear that she does such a wonderful, wonderful job. They may have been extra generous because they were just starting out. Yeah, very, very, very well could be. But hey, you win. That's great to hear. And thanks so much for your experiences with the Pearl Flexi. Yeah, it really is terrific. Now, Mark Bagwell sent me some great information from some of the stuff that he's been reading online. He writes, by the way, Pearl gave up trying to fix the Flexi. The version 4 is the final model and it's been around for a long time. The trick to not hating the Flexi is to accept the way it is. I don't go above setting 3 and I'm never disappointed. Well, I only went up to about 3 1/4 and I got a fantastic shave with it. And I didn't see any irregularity in blade gap. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. We'll get to that in a minute. And he says, each version has the same problem, but it shows up at high settings. The version 1 was horrible. That's what I heard as well. The version 2 is better. The version 4 is a lot better, but it still has the same problem. Ken Surfs did something interesting with his version 2 model. Now, this is really interesting. And I did this just before starting this segment. He flipped the cap around and it sat more even one way than it did the other. Don't know why, but it did. Also, a bunch of eBay sellers at one time were advertising a version 6 model, but the version 4 is the latest model. They never made a version 6. Again, though, love it for what it is. For me, it's a good shaver. I don't shave on level 4, level 5, or level 6, so I don't care if it gets off at that level. It's a great little razor at a great price. Now, let me show you that tip about turning the cap around. I did that. I looked at it and I thought, well, that blade gap is a little bit off, so I turned the cap around. I undid it and I turned the cap around. Now watch when I turn mine up to 6. Okay, look. Do you see that the blade gap is off? I don't think that blade gap is off that much at all. This is at level 6. I think it looks pretty darn good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's pretty darn good. I really do. Now, if you want me to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to flip that cap around like that. Okay, and then I'm going to tighten that down again, and we will turn this back up to 6. Okay, now take a look. Now, doesn't that look off? Doesn't this look wider here on the left, my left? Doesn't that look wider? I'm telling you. Now, if I flip it around, it'll be on the other side. Watch. Huh? You think? Let's flip it around one more time. Oh, that's glaringly different right there. So let's do this. Let's do that one more time, okay? I'm going to just take the cap. I'm going to flip it around. I'm not going to change the position of the razor, just so you can see. We'll look at that gap again, just as we saw it just a few moments ago. I'm going to tighten this down like this. Okay, so that's tightened down. And there it is at level 6. I did it all at level 6. Now look. Huh? Am I right? Am I imagining it? I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's so very, very slight at level 6. And again, I'm not going to use it at level 6. I won't use it above level 3, 3.25, maybe 3.5 at most. And when you put it at, like, say, 3.5, I mean, you can't see any difference there at all. It's fine. For those of you who want to go up a little higher, you might have a little variation. But from what I understand, from what shavers out there who have this and they have that little variation in blade gap, they are saying that they don't feel anything. They don't feel any difference. They don't feel that variation there. They get a great, great shave from it. So that's good to know as well. Now, Randy Shaves wrote and said, I have the Flexi and have had it for quite some time. I have absolutely no issues at any setting. I don't use mine past 3, but I have run it the full gamut from 1 to 6, and there is nothing uneven at any setting. It is one of my favorite razors, and it is extremely well built. Given the price compared to other adjustables, it is unbeatable. Randy, thanks very much. I'm so glad to hear that you have great, great success with the Pearl Flexi. That's wonderful to hear. Jim from Northfield wrote, hey, Mark, glad to see you own the Flexi now. It is a great razor, in my opinion. You will want to try the Blaze as well. It is a non-adjustable, very smooth razor. I love them both. Pearl also has a new razor, the K2, I believe. There has been a few reviews of that. I hope you have years of enjoyment from the Flexi. Many refer to it as an affordable Rex ambassador. I think they have significant differences, but both are fantastic. That's Jim from Northfield. Jim, thanks very much for sharing your experiences with the Pearl Flexi. Really do appreciate that. Okie Dokie Cool wrote, I bought the Flexi off from someone, got the kinks fixed directly from Pearl Company, and man, it is a great buy. I cannot wait to try the Blaze. Wow, in other words, you sent it back to the Pearl Company and they did something and sent it back to you? Is that what you're saying? Please, if you see this, elaborate on that. Let me read that again. I bought the Flexi off from someone, got the kinks fixed directly from Pearl Company, and man, it is a great buy. I cannot wait to try the Blaze. Really curious. Please, Okie Dokie Cool, let us know exactly what you did. It might help some other folks out there who own the Flexi. Paul Benson wrote, I have a version 4 Flexi. No alignment issues, but mine rattled, solved by a YouTuber who had the same problem, so all good now. I agree, a very smooth but efficient first-class shave. Interestingly, I go up from setting 3 to 4 rather than down. Seems more logical to me. I don't use it a lot unless I have heavy growth, as I prefer lighter razors. Good job. We are all different. Paul, I'm glad that it's working for you. And yeah, you're doing the increase method when you shave. I, by habit, do the decrease method, but I have used the increase method. They're both great. Whatever works for you, your mileage may vary. Thank you for letting us know your experience with the Flexi. Mega Alachi wrote, yes, Mark, I can spot a difference in gap when you set it to 6. The left side, well, when he saw it on screen, the left side is definitely wider. Those Pearl folks should correct it at the quality control stage. It looks like an amazing product, really, with that neat stand. Yeah, the neat stand is right here. So there it is right there. Yeah, it is a very, very neat neat stand. Well, let's see if I can hold it like that so you can see it. Isn't that neat? Yeah, it is a neat stand. It's a neat looking razor. I like mine a lot. I like that rubberized base there on the stand. It really holds it in place, grips the surface. Better Every Shave wrote, "Hi Mark, it's so funny, but the Flexi is following me around. I just bought one a few days ago and am waiting on it to arrive. They claim it was version 12, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I bought it from Pearl's Amazon store, so I assume the description is correct. Anyway, I love adjustables and think I'm going to really like this one. Thanks for the video. Hey, Better Every Shave, let us know your experience with it. And version 12, I don't think is a new version. I think, as Mark Bagwell suggested, my thinking is that version 4 was the last one, and every new production run, they just rename it a version. It's just probably the 12th production run, perhaps. Just a guess on my part. I'm not sure. Rodney Ripplinger shared this. "Hi, Mark. I shaved with the Flexi this morning. First pass was set at number 5. I had a bit more blade feel than the number 4 setting that I usually start out with. Very smooth, though I like all the lower settings. I did a second pass at number 3 and a third pass at number 2. Everything turned out great. I checked my blade gap when I was on setting 5, and it was spot on, both sides. One thing I do that I don't know if you are supposed to do or not is I loosen the tightening knob at the bottom of the handle before I change setting positions. That may help with the alignment, I don't know. I just think it is probably a good idea. I have always done that with this razor." Rodney, thank you very much. I've not heard whether or not this should be loosened when you adjust it or not. I'm not doing that. Folks, if you're doing that, let us know in the comments below. Really would be interested in hearing that. And Paul Benson wrote, "To resolve the rattle, you just turn the dial past level 6. Try it a few times and the rattle went. Rattle went away is what he's saying there. So I guess if you have a rattle, you just turn it just past level 6. I can't turn mine past level 6. Mine just turns up to 6, but I don't have a rattle. So folks, if you have a rattle, try that. Let us know if that works. But it's a wonderful, wonderful razor. And once again, I'm going to look at level 6. And I don't know, I think it's fine. I'm not going to be shaving at level 6. Might be the way I'm holding it to the camera as well. But it really is a fantastic. See, that side looks fine. That looks good like that, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks fine. And over here, maybe a little off. No, I think it looks maybe a little off. I don't know. I don't know. It seems to be fine. I don't know. The other thing I heard about this, and I think I heard this from Jerry Plessy. I don't have his written comments, so I do apologize. I believe there was, he had heard that, and Jerry, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to misrepresent what you said. But there is a spring in here internally that may not be as robust as it should. So that kind of doesn't even out that base plate when you're adjusting. The word is, you may be able to get one from Rec Supply that goes into the Ambassador, and that one supposedly is compatible with the Flexi, and then you just swap out the springs and the problem goes away, as I understand it. Now, if that's incorrect, Matt Pisarcik, please forgive me. This is what I'm hearing. If anybody else knows if that's accurate, please comment below and let us know. But I believe I heard that, and I believe Jerry Plessy had heard that someplace as well. Again, Jerry, hope I didn't misrepresent you. Matt, hope I didn't misrepresent it, but that's my understanding. And I'm thinking that that could be a workaround. I don't know how expensive or how inexpensive the spring is or the shipping or anything like that. But again, if you've got something on the Flexi that is off, 5-year manufacturer warranty, that's the bottom line. So if you have a problem with it after you've purchased it, whether it be from Pearl directly or from an Amazon store or some other online seller, they'll stand good for it for 5 years from the date of purchase. So give them a call, contact them. So far I've gotten some really nice shaves from it. I like it a lot. Triple plated, right? 3 coatings, 3 plating coatings on this. So why it's flaking for Terry, I don't know. But mine's holding up very, very well. It is brand new. We'll see how it goes down the road. 5 ounces, great heft. Really, really feels great in the hand. The weight of the razor does all the work. I don't have to turn this up higher than 3 1/4 or so. And it delivers a really, really wonderful, wonderful shave. And right now I'm at 3, and that blade gap is perfectly fine. So, you know what? I'm happy with it. And if something develops down the line, I'll let you know, and I'll let Pearl know, because I got 5 years. All right, so that's kind of our deep dive on the Pearl Flexi. My thanks to all the viewers who contributed some really, really great informative comments. Again, if I misrepresented anything or I misrepresented any of the statements anyone made, my sincere apologies, and I will correct it in the next episode of the Monday Morning Mailbag, and that sort of thing. So, hey, the Pearl Flexi, thanks to everyone who contributed to the discussion. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They offer and make some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some really wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. Next time you're online, when you get a chance, please pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we've got another double take cartoon puzzle for you this week. Try to find the differences between the 2 cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.